17 years after her amazing hit, Strawberry Wine, Deana Carter is continuing her unconventional ways with Southern Way of Life. Deana has written or co-written each of the tracks on the new album, which is a collection of life lessons and a tongue-in-cheek look at the stereotypical Southern way of life. We caught up with her to talk about that new album, which hit stores this week. Here's Kelly Lynn with more.
Catching up with Deana Carter, I am so thrilled that you are making music again. This is fantastic, and you've probably continued making music, but now we finally get an album.
I know, I can't believe it's been so much, so much time has passed, and I have been writing a lot and producing some other artists and things, and so it's done. I can't even believe this is done. We wrote a lot of it here in this room here at Warner Chapel. Oh, not in this room, but in this building at Warner Chapel. And so I wanted to have everybody over today and listen.
Yeah, so Southern Way, what a great song. That one is fun, and the lines in it, we get more with honey than we do with
money. Yeah, it's Southernisms all tied together. So, and I wanted to use Southern Way of Life as the title track because the record, I've been through a whole lot of experiences, losing my dad and going through relationship shifts, and went through like a car wreck and major surgeries and coming out of this, and I was just like, when I went through all that stuff, the songs represent, some of those things. And honestly, when I was healing in a brace and looking up at the ceiling for a couple of months, just thinking, oh my gosh, was that it? Was that it? Oh no, that can't be it. No way. And it just, as I healed more and more and got better and my voice came back, and anyway, I just had to finish it. I had to get out and get back in it because I'm so grateful for it,
It's all I can do, not to be broken hearted. So me and the moon.
Talk a little bit about, you're in California now. A lot of this project was written here in Nashville, and you've been coming back, but you have a son and you reside in California.
I do. I've been in California for 13 years, and my son will be 9 next week. So he looked at me and said recently, he said, Mama, when are you going to get on stage and sing again? Aww. And he did this thing like, hello. And I thought, well, when I'm getting fired by my son, I guess it's time to get back to work. So
well, he's ready to see you. We all are.
Thank you. I am so excited. And this was not like a, hey, look at me, whoa, I'm having some comeback at all. It's just an authentic couple of years of writing with great writers and coming to Nashville a lot, and realizing how blessed I've been to have music stamped out for me to do as a living, and just it's organically come to be, just like the first record. So it feels good. I don't have anything to prove, and I don't want to try to do that whole like ta-da thing. I just want people to like it or not, and just put music out again.
I also read where this label is your label.
It is.
And in honor of your dad?
Yep. When I was young, he had Nugget Records, and it was a studio outside just north of town here when all Johnny Cash and everybody was a little outside of town. They weren't on the road. And so I grew up in that studio, and with my dad passing 3 years ago, I wanted to take his trademark and the logo and everything and just start Little Nugget.
I love that.
I know.
He's smiling down on that, I know.
Oh, thank you. So, there weren't any majors that were into signing me at the time, like right now, and they're into all the new artists, and that's cool because that's the way it rolls. I was in that position. I understand it. So it's a fun adventure to start it out this way on my own label and have a major partner in Sony, and, it's fun.
Would walk through the garden. I wrote this song since you've been gone, waiting for you to come home.
Congratulations on this album. Make sure that you get this. It's amazing. Southern Way of Life, and that comes from a Southern girl in California.
Southern California. It's all over me. I know. Thank you.
Thank you so much for catching up with us.
You bet.
We still have lots more ahead on this week's show. Make sure you stay tuned to Inside Music Row for what's coming up next. We'll chat about a new Cracker Barrel project when we come back. Don't go away.